all they have is just a bunch of fantasies about, I want this 6-figure, whatever, and I got it. All of that is just a bunch of fantasies because it sure as heck isn't what they come from. It's not what they've experienced. It's not what, you know what I mean? It's like one of those people. I once saw something where a girl said she only eats lobster,
Girl, bye. Get your ass out of here.
You see what I'm saying? On dates.
Get your broke ass up out of here.
Right.
But the thing is, I don't think she grew up in a house where they even knew what lobster was.
More than likely.
Right? And when she go out, she probably go to McDonald's. But then when a man comes into her life, suddenly it's, I only eat lobster. See, it's like this fantasy thing that somebody's supposed to take you from, your miserable life and upgrade you. And you have nothing to offer in return except a bunch of cliches and fantasies and all of that. There's nothing wrong with standards. But you have to set the standard starting with who you are. And then you don't have to say anything. You will literally repel garbage and attract what you are. You see? So you don't even have to go around saying, I wouldn't date this and I wouldn't that. Naturally, if you have a conversation, I have people who I talk to and they engage and they're interested in all that. And then there are people who just walk away because they're just thinking, well, she's not going to go for this, right? And that's what it is. You attract who you are and you attract at the level that you're at. And that's what it is. You don't have to keep saying what you will or will not accept and all of that because it's not necessary. It's classless, actually.
Broke chick shit. Broke shit. Because clearly she doesn't understand what a surgeon is. Because she's saying she must think he do medical records or something. Like he's in the front office, he's doing the filing. Like you don't want more. That is the goal. Do you know what it takes to be a freaking surgeon?
Mm-hmm.
You know how specialized that is? Shale.
Okay. What is enough? Noma, you just said something great. And then Aisha, you said something great too. Aisha, you said in the last go round, like what's happening, right? I think that that's a huge part of this conversation that needs to be talked about. What is happening?
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is a small subset of the population, but what is happening? There's a lot of trauma. People have a lot of trauma from the way that they were raised and the way that they grew up, and they're just vomiting all over society. Okay. What's happening? What did she go through for her she knows what a surgeon is, for her to say a surgeon is not enough? Then sweetheart, what is enough? And I think that everybody needs to determine that, what, even in my life and doing this and doing that, it's like my coach is like, okay, Shalay, what's enough for you? What is enough? And I think that we need to really come to those questions and answer those questions for ourselves. Like, what is enough? What does enough look like? Because if you got 3 jobs, that means that one isn't doing it, right?
Right.
So you have 3, right? But he got his 1 job and he's a surgeon, and that's not enough for you with the 3. It's the math, all of the carry to want. It's not add up. It's not adding up. Noma, you said there's nothing wrong with standards. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with standards. And here is what's wrong. Like you said, the unrealistic fantasy of me eating at McDonald's every day and then wanting a man to come in and wine and dine me and take me to lobster. Every time we go out to eat. Like, I don't understand it. And it's a lack of real value.